Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to do a G.I Joe video real quick for the weekend. With no more further words, let's go ahead and get this started. G.I Joe, a real American hero, loose ends. Dawn, the northern outskirts of Washington, D.C. Clutch. Hawk is still alive, but I saw Cobra Commander shoot him in the back 3 times. How? When he saw how bad the odds were against us on this mission, Hawk decided to stack the deck with an armored vest underneath his uniform. Ballistic nylon might prevent bullet penetration, but it doesn't soften the impact much. Hawk still in a world of hurt. If Wild Bill and Doc can medicate him out of here ASAP, internal bleeding might do him in. Doc, don't drag tail. Hawk needs some plasma hookup. Whoa, who's Doc? Who's the Doc? Here anyhow. I'll decide what treatment the man gets. I don't get in your way when you busting heads, so don't get in mine when I'm rolling pills. Will he take a walk? Let the man do his job, Scarlet. I know. It's just so frustrating sometimes, Scarlet. We intercepted your call to Wild Bill for medical. Is it Hawk? How bad is it? What did you see? Oh, my bad. Did you see who did it? Yes, it's Hawk, and Doc's working on him. We'll get him on a stretcher and fly him straight to the hospital. Honk, honk, honk. Oh, for Pete's sake, the tank is taking up traffic. We got some angry civilians behind backing on us. Let him wait. Hawk ain't moving till Doc says it's okay. Honk, honk, honk. Hey, some people have to work for a living, you know. Move that pile of iron. Who did it, Scarlet? It was Cobra Commander. Hawk was struggling with Destro in the back on the his tank. Cobra Commander was in the turret. I'm warning you, I'm beginning to lose my patience. I have an influence on defense committees. He shot Hawk on the back of him. Fujika. Honk, honk. This better be a fine car you got here, fella. Sure thing, real fine. What they be calling here this type of car now? It's a classic Shelby C Cobra. Cobra? Now you've done it. That door is gonna cost you. My goodness, I hate Cobra. I hear that name and it makes me want to smash things. Ah, Sith. Come on, Gono. Give us a hand in securing Hawk to the copter. He's about ready to leisurely flight to the bad naval hospital. Hawk's alright. He's gonna be fine. Yup. Most armored vests won't stop a 9mm round. Luckily, Hawk was wearing a swab model with an extra ballistic layer. Make sure those straps are tight. Yo, Zap, this is Breaker. We're loading Hawk into the Dragonfly now. What is your present status? AM driving north into the interior status in the pursuit of the Cobra Commander his tank. You want backup? We've got 6 Joes in a tank sitting here waiting for someone to open a can of firefight. No, Breaker. I've got Grunt, Short Fuse, Rock and Roll, and Flash with me. They're greedy. They don't want to share that Cobra Commander with anyone when we catch up to him. Besides, we got some extra firepower along the ride as well as friendly eyes in the sky. You listening on the communications net? Ace, listening and watching, Zap. I'm about to proceed further north along the interstate at the lowest cruising speed. You should be able to spot your target right quick. It's not as easy as a tank on the highway. Further north, Dr. Venom, Destro's in some sort of trance. He keeps staring back at the city. Forget him. Cobra Commander, we have other more urgent matters to worry about. We are too vulnerable on the open road. We must formulate an escape plan and implement. You're wrong, Venom. Destro is an immediate threat. The events of the previous night may have unhinged him. Who knows what thoughts that are running through his brain. He has witnessed the execution of his great love of his life, the Baroness. She was the reason for his existence. All his ambition, all his skills were bent on the pursuit of, with one purpose, to pursue and win her everlasting love. He thought that he had to win her love. He had to prove himself. It never occurred to him that the thing he wanted was always there. He must have realized the truth at the moment she sacrificed herself to save him from Major Blood. Now a strain of log plows inaroctously towards the next obvious grounding question. Why would Major Blood try to kill Destro? The first answer that comes to mind might be because Cobra Commander ordered him to. That's logical, deadly logic, but that's not the truth, no? Major Blood was in love with the Baroness. Killing you would have eliminated his arch rival for her affections. When his assassination attempt was foiled by the Baroness herself, he killed her in spite so no one could have her. Of course he wanted her for himself. I was blind. Blood will not escape my wrath. There is no safe place on earth for him. I swear. He is mine. That's just kind of relatable, though. That's like me and my girlfriend, you know? But that's for those who know. Whoa, did you see that? You bet. It was one of those new swinging wing jets. What? It don't fly so low. Who knows? Maybe he's helping the smoke flush out of the speedsters on the interstate. Sky Strike, calling APC. Do you copy? Loud and clear, Ace. Got visual contact with the bad guys, Zap. They're on parallel route on West. You can read all about it in them funny papers. Too much civilian traffic for weaponry. He's all yours. Thanks much, amigo. How's maintaining a holding pattern over the target, just in case we need some old-fashioned air support? You got it. What's going on up there? Just found where the bad guys are, and we're going to hit them off the pass. Meanwhile, in Miami, where Snake Eyes and the Eskimo mercenary Kewin are still jailed after crash landing on a stolen bomber on the beach. So, Shadow Man, neither of us have an expensive lawyer to trade paper favors for our freedom like Dr. Venom did. But I suspect, too, you have hidden resources that nobody knows about. Mine is a saw blade hidden in a hollow heel boot. And yours is, I see, $100 bill. Not much use in this cell, I'm afraid. But then we won't be here for too much long. At the toll booth near Belmont, New York City, trucks, buses, left lane. Too many variables play here. This produce truck is a trap. I can't control the situation. Just hold on a doggone minute here. One of your stickers is expired. Don't free net, just a routine check. A bus transport and hostages combined, a situation I can control. Stay your hands, driver. Lest a hero hardly adore my bow and death slumber. Whatever you say, Mac. You got the gun. Proceed north, driver. Any deviation from my instructions shall result in moral injury to a passenger. Major Blood. All of the buses for him to hijack. Well, it's gonna take more than half a baked poet to stop an old Scarface from getting home to Coney Island. Hey, come back here. Where do you think you're going? Gee, Stalker, that bus just ran through the toll booth. Doesn't that seem suspicious to you? Nope, Grand Slam. Not at least a bit, if you worry. But that guy running up in the front with the eye patch and eye cannon, that's suspicious. Bah, 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 bah. In discreetly unfashionable quarters of Miami. Another natural. The boy is hot. I'm riding anybody calling on my bluff. I'm in. Here comes Trouble and his little brother. Morning, gentlemen. We're not looking for trouble. We just want to buy into your little game of chance here. No offense, mister, but I've never gambled with anyone twice as big as me. Besides, you don't look like no shooter to me. Dice are not my forte, my friend. Here's shots. I hold the money. Okay, mystery man. We'll take your money. Shoot the plane. It's Snake Eyes. What's so funny? North of Washington. We're saved. I've established contact with Cobra Central in Springfield. Help is on the way to us, even as I speak. That just might mean we have to stay exposed on the highway for a little longer. We'll get away. Nothing will keep me from my revenge. Half a mile south. We're closing in fast. We should have visual contact just over the next rise. Zap, this is Breaker. We just picked up a warning from a radar station in Maryland. You've got an aerial company coming low and fast. How many and what? Discard last inquiry, Breaker, and try to raise Ace on the communications net. We've got 3 Fang helicopters, 2 jet fighters, and a large transport helicopter. I tell you that none of them are on our side. You hear that, Ace? Take off the heat from our bullets, why don't you? I'm on the case, Breaker. Missiles armed and ready. Safety off and the Gatling gun. And a wee bit of extra altitude for that distance advantage in the art of dogfighting. North of Toll Booth and Belmont. We can't take bullets forever, Stalker. What do you want me to do, Grand Slam? Run him off the road? Fool, leave me be and live to fight another day. Pull up on the left and on his blind side. I think I know what you're gonna say, but that don't mean I have to watch. Huh? The roof? All for you, Major Blood. It's over for you, Major Blood. Over. Not until my last breath. You. Bah! Elsewhere. Look, they're splitting up. The jet fighters are heading for the ceiling and the copters are heading for us. Rock and roll. Do your thing. Can't hear you, Zap. My twin Vulcans are too loud. Ba ba ra. Pa 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 pa. Triple play. Way to go. But the big fish are getting away. That transport copter just picked up the his tank Cobra Commander and Destro and Dr. Venom. We still have our ace in the hole. Got both bogeys in my sights, boys. Missiles away. One of them clipped me, and folding wings and heading for the basement. The second bogey is following me down. I can still feel his crosshair recouping, creeping his spine up. Right about now, he should be arming his heat-seeking missiles. He's confident. He's not expecting me to flap out my air barriers. Allow him to overshoot me, right into my sights. Sorry, Joes. I'd like to chase down that transport copter for you, but I've got a damaged aircraft here that has to be nursed back to base. See you back at the pit. All this and Cobra Commander still gets away. What are we gonna say to Hawk? We're gonna tell him we get well, and we're gonna go about tracking down these Cobra creeps and drag his sorry case back into Staten Island, further south. That was a simple. That was a fine place, Shadow Man. Winning all of their money was simple as a ruse to force them to put their car as a final wager. I still think it would have been a gesture of good will to have left the man his hat. What hypocrisy. Here I am riding the road to vengeance, and I speak of gestures of goodwill. It is not enough to know the weasel spirit in yourself, my friend. You must wrestle with the weasel and throw him down. You must keep him from whispering revenge into your ears, your souls, from all your waking hours, but through wrestling with the weasel. Go to Coney style Shadow Man. We take the first step towards vengeance. We're home, Destro. This helicopter has landed. He doesn't hear you, Cobra Commander. He's lost his thoughts in his sorrow again. You better hope and pay that Major Blood is dead. Because if Destro gets Blood alive and Major lets him slip that it was you who ordered the killing. Bethstoa Naval Hospital. What happened to this man? Look at somebody who used his face for a trampoline. Take this patient into emergency operating room immediately. We'll need whole blood and fracture. I told you not to subdue the man, not tap dancing on his head. Major Blood got something to do seriously talking if his jaw is busted. Cut me some slack, Stalker. I only hit him once or twice, 3 or 4 times at the most. Honest, half a dozen tops. Where do you think you're going? That patient is dangerous, a dangerous terrorist, and he's in critical condition. He's not going to be jumping and being a threat to anyone for a long time. Attention, all emergency team, report to the burn unit. Female patient has arrived with 30-degree burns and over 80% of the body surface. 80%. Both of these guys can wait. She's priority. Nurse, watch these two. One of them is supposed to be a dangerous character. Obviously, they were speaking of me. My wounds were more pretense than fact. Now, show me the parking lot, or I shall be forced to demonstrate these dangerous qualities, and I think not blood. These dangerous characteristics they were referring to was me. It always seems to make the doctors uptight when the patient refuses to remove his shoulder hostels or give me up his 45er. Nurse, go find someone with a green suit and gun. Are you Hawk? That female burn victim asked to speak to you before she passed out. Maybe you can identify her. She was wearing these glasses. Cobra Commander, I have rather distressing bits for news for you. Hawk is alive. Major Blood is alive and in the hands of the G.I Joe's team. The Baroness is in the burn unit. She may or may not survive. If she looks alive, she'll never look the same. I already have placed my covers in jeopardy by lying to the Joes about Blood's condition. I await your orders to the disposable of our 2 liabilities. All hail, mighty Cobra Commander. Hawk is alive. Destro and Major Blood have been captured by the Joes. Oh wait, I should. What he meant by that is that Destro. He's not saying that Destro got captured. He's talking to Destro. My bad. I should have probably stopped for a little bit. They're probably taking Blood to G.I Joe headquarters. Blast! If we could only still had that Scarface, we could continue with our original plan to use Scarface to front out the location of the G.I Joe headquarters by infecting him with the toxin and letting him get captured. We've got to find Scarface. Impossible. He's gone to the ground. He is a hideout, and I know where it is. The George Washington Bridge on the Hudson River between Fort Lee, New Jersey, and New York City. You see, Shadow Man, Scarface is the key. Scarface knows where Springfield is, and somebody in Springfield knows where Dr. Venom is. I may not know where Scarface is at the moment, but I know where his hidey hole is. Say, friend, how can I get to Coney Island? West side to the tunnel, parking lot, all the way. Can't miss it. Taxi, where to? Coney Island. I want Herald, fueled, and ready for flight in half an hour. I need flight plans and authorizations. You need neither? I'll fly the plane there, and you'll fly it back from where? Coney Island. Ooh. So that was pretty tough. I like the way that it ended. Hopefully we get the revelation that the Baroness is like actually not dead. Or if she dies, that doesn't really matter to me. I kind of don't want her to die because, Destro's kind of my goat. But, it's pretty tough seeing the new issues. We got Major Blood Sting. So hopefully there's the conflict between Cobra and Destro coming eventually. That would be so tough to see. Like them fucking fighting it out. That would be kind of tough. Low-key, I kind of like Major Blood a little bit. I might get him as an action figure for my series. He might be a Marauder. Who knows? I need to get Destro. I need to get more G.I Joe characters. Speaking of that, I got Jinx. And I think she appears in issue 55 of this series, which is kind of bad because I only have issues 1 through 50. So, kind of have to figure that out. But that's a problem for the future. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. See y'all later, and may God bless you tonight. And thank you. Bye now, y'all.